Tiago.
Here.
Liz.
Here.
Addie. Here. Mateo. Laura. If you're here, sorry, tell me your pronouns. And if you want me to like change how your name is written in the minutes. So if we can start over. So, no.
He, him.
Tiago.
He, him.
Liz.
She, her.
Addie.
She,
Mateo.
He.
Laura. Sure. Frank.
Here, here.
Bella. Here. Locke.
He, him.
Do you want me to write your name down as Lachlan or
Lock is fine.
Carmen?
Cheater.
And Cheater. Carter.
Okay, we're gonna do the invocation. We're gonna stand for this part, and then someone's gonna read it every time if it's your first time here. Can I get someone returning from ASG to read the invocation?
May we, the student senate, have the wisdom, patience, and guidance to be responsible representatives. May we be fair in judgments, enlightened in our discussions, and ethical in our actions. Can I get a go Broncos?
Go Broncos!
And then someone new to ASG to read the land acknowledgement.
We pause to acknowledge that Santa Clara University sets a moment for the Illinois and Washington who trace their ancestry from Mission to Learn, Santa Clara, and San Jose. We remember their connection to this region and we thank for the opportunity to live, work, learn, and pray on their traditional land. Let's take a moment of silence to pay respect to their elders and to all of the people on the past and present.
Okay, set. Okay, first thing we need to do is approve the previous minutes from last week. So Nash is going to scroll all the way down, and then once we hit the bottom, someone will motion.
Approved. Second.
Motion from Tiago, second from Noah. All those in favor of approving the agenda say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Okay, the previous minutes have been approved. Do we have any public comment? Bodge? Okay. No special orders today. And now we need to approve the agenda. So this is going to go the same.
Second.
Motion from Tiago, second from Liz. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Fire. Okay, this is going to be like actually the fastest Senate of all time. We don't have any old business, but we have some new business. So I think we're going to confirm Nash first. Nash is going to be our parliamentarian. Nash, do you want to just maybe introduce yourself?
I am Nash. I'm the parliamentarian, so I, along with like doing the slides and everything, I'm also just like a resource for you guys. So if you guys need help on a project or just like any question about like whatever, I'm here for you guys. So don't hesitate to ask her.
Anyone have any questions for Nash? Okay, cool. Can someone take him outside? Tracy. Okay, does anyone have any questions for me about Nash?
Second.
Okay, motion from Tiago, second from Liz. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Okay, we're gonna vote on Nash. We'll just do a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Congrats, Nash. Okay, let's stop for a
I, Nash Hughes, do solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution and bylaws of the Associated Student Governments of Santa Clara University.
Okay, and we have two more Senate confirmations. We can have them come up together. Bonch and Mercedes. My 2 minutes fastest friends. Okay, so we have Mercedes for Senator at Large for Student Safety, so returning to her position from last year, and then Bonch for Senator at Large for Greek Life Relations, which is new to him this year. If you just want to like introduce yourselves, and then like why you want to come back to ASG.
I'm Mercedes. I'm a sophomore. I'm an accounting major. And I first joined ASG because I heard it was pretty cool. A lot of cool people are in it. And it was a really great way to step out of your comfort zone, kind of get to know people who are outside of your bubble. And in my past year in ASG, it did just that and more. I made so many great connections. And I really hope to continue that this next term. And yeah.
Hi everyone, my name's Bunch. I'm a junior. I originally joined ASU last year because I feel like Santa Clara has given me a lot, and I thought ASU was a great way to give back. I was like immediately like, it was so cool to be able to come into a room and everyone has ideas of genuinely wanting to improve the school, and that's something that I haven't really been in 3 years here, which is really, really awesome. So I really enjoyed that, and specifically what I want to do Greek life relations. I'm in Greek life myself. I think it can be a real force for good. I think the school and Greek life, the closer we are, the better it's going to be on campus. The school's only going up. Greek life for now isn't really going anywhere, but there's a place for both, and there's a place for both where it can be a real positive. So I really want to help work sort of do that. Yeah.
Awesome. Any questions for Bonch or Mercedes? Okay, cool. You guys can go outside. Thanks, Gracie. Does anyone have any questions, comments about Mercedes or Bonch?
Motion to vote.
Second. Motion from Liz, second from Laura. Yeah. Or is it?
Oh, yeah, motion to what?
Oh, yeah.
Second?
Yes, okay, motion from Noah, second from Tiago. All those in favor of white balloting, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Okay, we're gonna white ballot Mercedes and Bonch together.
Motion to vote.
Second.
Motion from Tiago, second from Laura. Thank you. Or was it Bella? Sorry, Bella. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. Okay. Yay! Congrats to them. I'm not kidding.
Oh, wait.
I messed it up. I got confused. Sorry. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Okay, fire. Sorry, that was a little bad. Look at it.
I'm Mercedes.
Do solemnly swear to uphold the bylaws of the Constitution
To uphold the bylaws and Constitution
of the Associated Student Government
of the Associated Student Government
of Santa Clara University.
That's very nice.
Congratulations.
Okay. Sorry about that, Steve. So, next thing we have to do is cabinet confirmations. We have Matthew. Matthew, bye. Matthew. If you just want to say a thing, introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi guys, my name is Matthew. I am hopefully going to be the next Vice President of Public Relations. I've sat on the Public Relations branch the past 2 years as Website Development Chair. It's the first time that role was ever created on my side of the seat. And then this year, I want to be Vice President of Public Relations. I talked to Claire and Sophia a lot about my interview, about making sure that we're telling a story to students, especially with senators. Senators in the past couple years have been really hesitant to actually share their projects with the student body. Not sure why. I feel like you guys would want to share your work and let it be known what you guys are doing to create change. But one of the things I think that's often talked about is that we talk about projects in terms of the project, and like sometimes when PR goes to senators, it's more like, oh, I met with 5 admin about X project. And that's really great, but unfortunately that's not actually what students care about. Students want to hear the story behind the project you're doing, so how does that actually impact them at the end of the day? You know, I'll use the example I told parents of an interview, but like last year there was a change trying to get post office hours expanded. And that's a great project, but unfortunately, like some students just don't understand why we would try to do that at the end of the day. And so telling a story about a student who like needs medication, but the post office is closed, that's what's going to be most impactful to students, and that's the story we should be telling to you guys. So yeah, I hope you'd let me help share your stories.
Fire. Any questions for Matthew?
What's your favorite thing about ASG?
My favorite thing about ASG, the PR branch has a lot of like different spaces, I think, and that's been one of my favorite parts, especially in the website development year last year. I got to kind of branch out a little bit further than the website, so doing some creative photo shoots with Nina, our creative director, our working with Bronco News. I think that's the coolest things. It's not just sending a weekly email to the students, it's not just posting on our Instagram. There's a lot of different ways you can connect with the student body. Like last year we teamed up with athletics to go to the basketball game for Gonzaga, and so I think there's a cool breadth in ASG that I get to touch.
Anything else? You want to go outside?
Yeah, I'm outside.
Okay, any questions or comments about Matthew?
About the comment.
Sure.
He's a pretty cool guy.
He is pretty cool.
He's pretty cool.
Also, in Senate, when you knock on the table, that means you're like echoing what someone else said. I remember being really confused about that. Anything else about Matthew?
Motion to vote. Second.
Okay, motion from Tiago, second from Noah. All those in favor of voting say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Okay, we're going to vote on Matthew. All those in favor for Matthew being VP of PR, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Yay, we did it right this time too.
I, Matthew Van Dyke,
Do solemnly
do solemnly swear
Constitution and bylaws
to uphold the Constitution and bylaws of the Associated Student Government of Santa Clara University.
Okay, that's all we have for Senate today. I have an announcement. So when I joined ASG, and this is kind of like a reason that I wanted to like step into this Senate chair. When I joined, like I literally didn't know a single person in Senate. I ended up becoming like best friends with Mercedes, and then from working with Mercedes, I started being able to like do so many more projects. But I didn't really know who to like talk to about that when I first started. So I paired everyone up. It's mainly supposed to be on an old senator and a returning senator, but some people aren't here, so we have some returning people together. But if you guys could just like connect after, just be like, what's up? This is my number. If you like over the summer have anything that you want to talk about. I tried to do it based on like personalities, but also like things that people have in common. For example, I put Mercedes and Locke together because Mercedes is obviously Senator at Large for student safety, and Locke in his interview talked a lot about wanting to improve student safety. So trying to find like a middle ground, and just if you have like a point of contact, I think it's way easier to start projects and things like that. So I'm going to tell everyone their pair. I can also like send this out in an email if you just want to write it down. So we're going to start with Mercedes and Locke, and then Bella and Frank. Maybe you just want to like wave to each other or something. Frank and Bella. Burke and Carmen. Addie, you're going to be with Laura. Tara and, oh, Tara's right here. Tiago and Noah, Liz and Mateo. And that should be everyone, right? Okay, perfect. So yeah, you just want to connect after, get each other's phone numbers and thing. I think it'd just be a good way just so you automatically have a little buddy in ASG. And that's all I have for announcements. Roundtable remarks. Matthew?
Oh, yeah. So thanks for confirming me. One thing I talked to Charlie about yesterday was a new way to get you guys to share your message and story a little bit better, like we just talked about. So something that some bigger student governments do that we kind of look at is that, so for example, Berkeley and USC, all of their senators have their own Instagram pages. So it'd be like SU Senator, like Mercedes, like that would be like the username. They use that as a place to share their project updates and the story updates as well, and then they like collaborate with the ASG account. We'll accept those as they come in, and then they also use that to like share their personal like senator events. Like for example, I was talking with Charlie about like Tiago's executive order panels. Like that's a great place for him to put it on his account. We'll collaborate within like day of and like weeks before. Like he can really drive some of the time there, and then we'll share all of the senator accounts on our stories as well, so I can make posts. So definitely, that's something that we're really going to start next year. But if you start one now, go ahead and like send me the username so we can like share on our Instagram page. But it's something really, if you want to start to kind of get your guys' stories. It also helps keep you guys accountable to the student body, so students can actually see whether or not you're creating change as you represent constituents. So obviously, like if they saw you weren't doing anything, it's kind of a good way to keep you accountable, right? If your Instagram page just has 0 posts. So definitely, I recommend you all start one. Definitely put SCU in your like, username, like senator, and then your name, and then just let me know. We can also help you if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to help you start one as well. And then any photos that are within the ASG like shared drives, as we take them with our creative director and our other positions, you guys are more than willing to use those photos as well on your account. Like, let me know if you have any questions. All right, Charlie.
Any other roundtable remarks? Gracie?
Hi everyone, I'm Gracie. I'm the Chief of Staff for this upcoming year. Sarah El-Kadab, if you don't know her, served in my position last year, and she recently shared with me a bunch of onboarding documents. So essentially, I served as the Senator at Large for Sustainability last year, and I pulled out a document that gives you project ideas, things that I saw working in my position, things that I saw maybe I could improve on, and she shared documents with me for all of you. So I will be sharing those out so you guys have a sense of what's been done last year in your role and have resources that can help you start to move forward. And then on top of that, if you guys ever need help with figuring out projects, I have special interest in sustainability and performing arts stuff, but I'm a friendly face to come to, so especially if you want to get started over the summer, please reach out to me. And I'm very excited to see what all of you guys do. Yeah, thank you.
Rainbow Prom is next Friday, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Be there. Also, what Claire was saying earlier, we get points if you tell us, if you tell them who invited you. So remember that I invited you. I'd appreciate that. But seriously, they like honestly like show up whenever. It's actually really cool vibes. Again, details are on the SCAP Instagram. That's 2 C's, 1 A. Yeah.
Any other roundtable remarks?
Everyone should look into joining archiving committee and election committee. I'll say this again like in the fall, but it's super fun. It's under some new leadership next fall, and yeah, you'll have a lot of fun doing it.
Anyone else? So this is gonna be our last Senate of the year. We're not gonna be meeting next week, so no all-call, right? No all-call, no Senate next week. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to email me, text me. And then also, everyone is a resource for you too. When I first joined, I was like really scared of everyone for some reason. But everyone is so nice. Like, this is a great group of people. I'm really excited about you guys, and you should utilize each other for any projects or you just like want to get together and hang out. And she's an amazing group of people, and I wish I started like utilizing other people for projects just to hang out sooner. So I'd really encourage that you guys do that, especially over the summer, because why not? Got lots of free time.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Frank, second from Tiago. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. All right.